Auf geht's! Yes guys, welcome back to another video here on the DJ channel. And today we have the pleasure of watching Knur Krimir something. Playing his E100. So the E100 is probably the most OG tank in the game. It was one of the first tier 10 premium or tier 10 tanks in general that came out, which was together with the mouse and of course the IS-7 was the holy trinity of tier 10 tanks. That was way before the American line, way before the IS-4, which is of course my first tier 10, and the tank itself has aged quite well. It was a pretty good tank. I loved it. It was my first or my second tier 10 tank that I actually ever gotten. And it was just amazing, especially with the 150mm gun. Currently, Knur, I'll call you Knur, is using the 128mm gun, which has become the, well, I would say damage-wise, DPM-wise, the more value for your price. However, I like the 150 to use that one in particular when I'm, when I have some fun, shoot, of course, full gold, and just obliterate people with like 850 alpha. So that is probably the better reason if you want to have some fun. The more reasonable reason or gun to play this on this tank is the 128mm in my opinion, especially when you're firing gold, which in this case Knur is doing quite well. So we matched up on mines. We are matched up in a tier 8 matchup, which is interesting. It's good, especially for a tier 10. And while I'm talking about the E100, we're already up to 2600 damage, which is absolutely bonkers. Of course, this replay has been provided by What Replays, has been uploaded by Knur himself, so thank you very much if you're seeing this video. And we're matched up on the hill, so this is probably not the location where I would put my E100, but after seeing this video, I would consider it, to say the least. So we're up to 2600 damage. We're having some tier 9s, some tier 10s against us, and the enemy currently is capturing the capital or the capture point. And we're trying to hold the hill, which is interesting. The hill technically has already fallen, but I mean the way up to the hill, as we shoot 570 damage into this object for 30 U. The E100 is well known for his armor. It's also very slow, as probably people already know. And the Vipera gets spotted, and we take a shot, and there we go. We hit him, and he gets killed or put down. Now, again, the armor of the E100 is pretty well, especially if you know how to use it and if people are not firing gold at your weak spots, because, man, gold is a big issue in this game. And yes, I know I'm reviewing or looking at a video that is pretty much only gold, which is maybe a little bit hypocritical to complain about the gold use. But as you can see on the top left corner, gold is being used against him as well, as quite often actually. Gold was never a big issue when I started playing because gold was actually for gold, or premium rounds were actually for gold, and people were not really using them. When they changed that to premium or to credits, it really changed the game, and to be fair, I'm not sure if it's going to be for the better. Now, there are some plans to change the premium rounds, of course, into more pen, less damage. That is still a plan that's going on with Wargaming, and I'm really hoping that we can see something like that in the future. So in the meantime, we're up to 6200 damage, guys. What the fuck? And then we get hit by a Stritzwagen, and that is going to be dangerous. These things have amazing DPM, and they are almost invisible to the eye in this game. So we're running up, we're climbing up the hill as we're trying to take down this Charfutur, and the 430U bounces as well as the Charfutur, and we take down the Charfutur, putting us up to 6,712 damage, which is an incredible amount. And I can tell you one thing right now, we're not done yet. We're going to continue doing this. So we're up to 7,200 damage now. I mean, I can't even hold up, man. Knur, what the hell, dude? I can't even comment on this. You're too fast. Slow down. As he puts another round to the E50M. This is just... Guys, this guy is playing so awesome. Like, this is absolutely insane. This is very well thought of. So he's fighting a Waffenträger Panzer IV, of course, very well known as a glass cannon. Very vulnerable for HE rounds. He puts in a HE round, loads up an HE round, and puts it into the Waffenträger, who then comes up to the hill, takes another shot from our hero, Knur, and then, shoots or misses, and then gets killed by the ST2. So at this point, it's going to be an interesting story. We have about a minute and a half left on the capture point. We have some of our allies on the capture point trying to do something there. But, you know, as you can see, it's not really working. In the meantime, the teams, it's not looking too good, right, guys? I mean, they have more HP left. About 1,600. Now it's going to be a little bit less because Knur puts a round into the IS-4, putting it on fire. And that's a bad way to go. Oh, man. Before the fire is even out, Knur decides, let's put another round in him, which he obviously does, putting up the damage to almost 11,000 damage. Guys, we're about 5 minutes into this game. Maybe, let's say 6 minutes into this game. And he has done almost 11,000 damage as the ST2 is blocking his way of shooting, which decides him to actually go and push him away. Now, as you can see, the ammo rack, the fuel tank and engine of the IS-4 are currently damaged. They are not working properly. The IS-4 is trying to get away before Knur can put another round into him, and he succeeds in doing that. Now, in the meantime, the other flanks are pushing. The IS-4 is forced back. Knur takes a shot, and oh man, there goes the ammo rack. It sounds so awesome. Like, it looks awesome. They changed, of course, the ammo rack visual when you hit something, or when you get hit in the ammo rack, or ammo racked and killed. It's just absolutely amazing. So right now the odds are pretty similar. We have about 6,800 damage on our side and 6,700 damage left on their side, or the enemy side. The thing is, there is still a pesky little Stridsvagen somewhere that we can't see, right? So what do we do now? Right, there is an E50M up there. Can we hit him? Can we actually shoot him? Knur takes a shot, and it doesn't seem that the shell actually connected, because the A50M is still alive, and technically he should be dead if he hits the shell with this caliber and this damage. There we go, 417 damage left. Let's go for rebound, second shell, and there we go. We're up to 5 kills and 12,000 damage. Guys, this is absolutely insane. I love the E100. Again, it's my second tier 10 I ever had, but I don't remember having a round that is this absolutely beastly. And another fun fact, tomorrow we'll be posting a video from the Tornwagen on the other enemy team. He uploaded his replay as well. So we're going to take a look at the enemy side and then see what he does. I have to say, both replays are interesting. I'm not going to spoil too much. You should check out the video for tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course leave a like on this video. And leave a comment with what you think about Knur, how he did it. How do you feel about the E100, like the 128 or the 150? And of course, you know, maybe a discussion we shouldn't be talking about, but this gold usage. You know, a lot of people are finding it disgusting. Let me know what you think. Write down in the comments, of course. In the meantime, E100 is standing on the edge. There is a Type 5 Heavy that is just outside of proxy spotting range, so he's not spotting him. He's looking at the WZ like, hey dude, let's do something here. And the enemy is going to capture again. Now, if you do the calculations right, you can know that the Tornwagen is currently in the capture zone, or was in the capture zone. And now's the question, what do? We can't really do much. I mean, because if we shoot, we get spotted. And, you know, the Stridsvagen and also the ISU, if they hit him with a gold round or on a weak spot, he is absolutely done for. As I'm saying this, the Type 5 Heavy kills the Mauschen and the Tornwagen kills the TVP. And the odds are definitely not in the favor anymore of our hero Knur. Now, the decision, of course, is going to be, should I go down from the hill? Should I, these decisions are quite hard, especially in a super heavy like the E100. In the meantime, the chat is having a little bit of discussion. That's why I put myself up there. I can't really read the chat anymore, which is a good thing, trust me. As the Stridsvagen gets spotted, I mean, can we put a shell into him? Yeah, we can. 630 damage. Right into the side of the Stridsvagen, and really, balancing the ults again, which is an absolute awesome thing to do. The second shot is going to go in. There we go. So goes in as well. A little bit of a low roll, 586, but still a pretty chunky thing to do. As the Stridsvagen or the ISU gets spotted and gets killed by the Skoda. Now, are we going to kill the Stridsvagen? Yes, we are. We're up to 6 kills and 13,672 damage. Like, guys, this is... We're not even done. I mean, we're not done. We still have... Well, I can't say too much, but we still have some road to go before we can actually do something. So at this point, it's up, like, the Type 5 kills the Skoda T50, and there are only 3 tanks left, which is the ST2 and the WZ-11 GFT. 111 GFT. It's a tank destroyer. And the question is, are we going to shoot the Type 5? Yes, we are. And there we go. We kill him. 816 damage, which is a fault because it actually shows a 355, which is interesting. I think he gets hit twice. Now, this is a very expensive shot. You know this later in the game. Why? He could have finished the game here, but he decides to take the shot a little bit too quickly, which results in the Tornwagen actually getting away with the shot and being able to retreat a little bit where, you know, I'm not going to say too much, but he was very lucky. Let's say it that way. Now, we're all making our way down the hill, but the problem is the ST2, I don't know what he did, but he decides to, you know, Leroy Jenkins the shit and just gets killed by himself. He just, you know, probably crashes from the hill, which is a strange thing because, yes, you can take damage, but, like, how the hell did you go down there? As we take another shot at the Tornwagen, which for some reason doesn't penetrate, which is interesting. It's side armor, APCR, it should have penetrated, but, you know, RNGs might not always be in your favor. I mean, we're up to 14,000 damage. I mean, how much more can we take, right? And the question is, nothing. This is absolutely sad that our hero, Knur, I keep saying Knur, gets killed by a tier 8. That is, of course, firing gold rounds, which is beside the point. Up to 14,000 damage and about 7,310 blocked is a achievement on its own. And, oh man, this is amazing. Let's look at the post-battle stats. Alright guys, so we have the post-battle stats here. As you can see, it was actually a lose. Again, the Bofors Tornwagen has uploaded, as you can see here, with his own replay. We will be looking at it a little bit later on, which is going to be tomorrow for you guys. And yeah, this team, man, I have to say, it really sucks. Like, he did so, it was Knur Criminalista, which is an interesting name. It's Polish, I think. Yeah, I can't pronounce it properly. So he did 14,000 damage, dealing about 1,146 or experience he got. And look at this, guys. Like, he had, of course, an ace tanker, bruiser, demolition expert for, of course, blowing up the IS-4, duelist, fire for effect, a high caliber. I mean, how can this not be a high caliber, right, guys? As well as a top gun for killing 7 tanks, of course. So we got the detail report. You can see he fired 33 rounds, of which 31 were hits and 26 penetrated. He did quite a good sniper job as well, with about 3,000 damage done in the damage of about 14 on more than 300 meters. And then the credits, 34 credits made. That is, of course, there is the event going on with the Christmas, so, you know, you get a very big amount of bonus, as well as, of course, the personal reserve and achievements that you can actually get more credits for. So I feel for you, man. This is truly a sad story that you lost, but honestly, a really good replay, and definitely worth showing on our server or our channel. Of course, he got another mark, which is a second mark, looking by the number of rings on there. And of course, the 30 bonds and about 4,000 experience. This is just the game. It really sucked that you lost, dude. And I really feel for you. But, oh man, you gave us a decent chunk of content for this. Of course, I appreciate the E100. I really love it. I've done it before. I've played it before. And I'll definitely take it out for a spin and see if I can beat you on this. But I really, really doubt it. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.